Conscious Collaboration brings together entrepreneurs, changemakers, and thought leaders. We aim to highlight the people that embody the idea of aligned mind, body, and business. Each week, we share, discuss, and learn from the various experiences and ideas of our guest experts. Through our discovery, we find a path to an aligned mind, body, and business.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Emily, and we are the Conscious Collaboration Podcast. What up, Lisa? What up, world?
Hey, I just noticed that you're putting on your chapstick because you know that this is going to be on YouTube.
I sure did. You guys like it?
It's different. It's different than we weren't when we weren't being televised.
Do you think I could get a Burt's Bees sponsorship?
Oh yeah,
it's Burt's Bees lip shimmer in peony. Peony?
Ooh, peony? Peony? I think is that the most popular scent from the 90s? Peony? I think it is.
From Bath and Body Works. I was a Juniper Breeze fan.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a real big floral scent kind of gal.
I think I was Teen Peony, or however you say it.
Peony.
Oh, I feel better already. So thank you.
Was that curative? Well, laughter is the best medicine, right? But maybe so is tarot. So we're gonna play with that a little bit. But in our little pre-chat, we were just lamenting about how a lot of people around us right now, including our dear friend Lisa, who is on the upswing, but a lot of people are just not feeling too hot. I have, fingers crossed, managed to thus far kind of dodge the plague, but
I kept it to myself. That was purpose. I was not going to bring it to you.
For every day, not ill. But we kind of got to talking about recovery. And I think in the vein of not having Lisa show up and put too much energy into, even though this is a fun and lighthearted thing that we do, any additional stress on the body in times of recovery, which we'll probably do a whole episode about upcoming, just as far as like you can only perform to the extent that you allow yourself to recover, not only when you're literally sick, but just in a lot of aspects of life, nutrition, training, all business, all these things. So in the vein of allowing Lisa a nice chill recovery, today's episode, I'm going to have a little fun and pull a tarot card or two or three, just regarding this energy of what can we do to sort of move in a healing direction as a collective. What things can we do to make sure that our energy, circulates back to ourself? And how was it that you kind of wanted to pose the question, Lisa?
Yeah, I just out of curiosity, I'll see what I come up with on my end too, but following your lead. But I'd like to know, like, what is the best way when you're not operating at your 100% best, that as a human in today's world, as a business owner, how can you continue to push the needle forward towards your goals and aspirations in the most effective way that it doesn't deplete from your overall energy anymore? It restores to it.
So it's funny because the first card that fell out, I'm gonna
it's funny, not funny. Surprising,
but the first card that fell out is the Eight of Pentacles, which, as it turns out,
that's pretty.
Do you see what's happening in this picture? Do you get a sense of what this gal is doing?
Is she working?
She's eating. And Eight of Pentacles is well, she might be eating. She looks kind of like
working
me,
and
I put my hair. So I was
eating and working at the desk.
And I have this chair. So I'm not sitting in this chair, but these are the chairs that I have right in front of me. So, but the Eight of Pentacles is the card of like putting in work. So I don't know. To me, that just tells me we're on the right track here. But I am gonna get one or two more just as far as
Yeah.
moving forward. Things to think about moving forward. How y'all doing? Are y'all sick?
You know what? It's zombie town out there. Like I showed up to a
Zombie
couple of Zoom meetings yesterday and they were like, "Oh, you look so good. We don't understand it." And I said, "You know what? I'm going to be like so well in the zombie apocalypse when everyone's a zombie and no one's going to know that I've been bitten because I can pull it off."
Ah.
But no, seriously, everybody at the store was walking around ill. And just like the line for the juicing counter was like all for the medicinal. They were
Give
like,
me the juice.
we need beets, we need carrots, we need ginger and garlic. It wasn't for the yummy stuff, it was for the immune stuff. So I
Still
know
shuffling, y'all.
it's more than just me that's a walking zombie
Oh
right
yeah, no, it's
now.
like pretty much most people around me had
And I gotta say, like, I haven't been taken,
cancellations and
yeah, hasn't nothing has taken me down like this since 2020, like January 2020.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe it's a cyclical thing.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, illnesses, communicable illnesses in particular kind of are
Mm-hmm.
cyclical, you know. That's why they have seasons. That's
Yeah.
exactly what that's about. And we were I think it was me and you talking about this just a little bit before you got sick, right? Was being indoors.
Right.
Okay, we got a high priestess. We'll take one more. Um
Yeah, everybody being indoors during the holidays and the air circulation maybe not being the best.
yeah, for
Being
sure.
indoors.
For sure. I'm just
Cards are
jumping cards
flying
all
out.
over the place.
I'm
Well,
so
that was
excited.
user
Yeah.
error more so than anything. All right, let's get okay. All right. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Four of Cups. At the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles.
Mhm.
So again, the Eight of Pentacles is about putting in work. She's not eating. She's holding a candle. So
Oh yeah.
definitely to like, are we getting to the place of burning the candle at both
Mhm.
ends? Um, she's got two candles there. She's got all kinds of fun stuff. Um Steve always talks about this card, how she's sitting, that chair isn't very comfortable.
Oh yeah. He uses those cards too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that just kind of sets the tone for what we're talking about as far as
Mhm.
putting in work. Now, the high priestess um is really about using your intuition. It's a major arcana card, so it deals with like the universe as opposed to like more so the minor arcana cards, which deal with more like free will type of items. Of course we always have free will, but
Mhm.
these just speak to sort of I don't know, higher things, not as earthly things. And the high priestess is silent. And as you can see, her crown chakra is, directly connected to source. She's sort of channeling. Um, she knows everything. She just knows everything. She has a deep knowing of everything, and it's about really getting quiet and going going deep to access your own intuition. So as far as how to move forward in a healing energy, um, go and really. So I would take that as really getting quiet and actually tuning into your body in a very deep way. or even if it's not, complete silence, partaking in breathing or meditation or yoga practice, that guides you into doing
Yeah.
so, to really just tapping into what your body is telling you, what it needs to move forward, whether it needs to rest or whether it's time to
Mm-hmm.
work, because as we know, um and even the greatest athletes get this wrong sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
the greatest of business people, what have you, but sometimes we can put ourselves further behind in an
Mm-hmm.
effort to keep things at the pace that they normally are, um you know by over stressing
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah, that's so
um
crazy that you're like everything that you're saying, it's lining up with just what I'm playing with on my end as well too. So like as you're talking about withdrawing, like withdrawing your energy and like keeping it more to yourself.
mhm.
Um a lot of that is coming out on my end. Of course, as you might be not surprised, Emily, that gentle penetration came up as energy moving forward
Just follows us around.
after the shock, right? The shock of taking on an illness or a setback. So it talks about friends and associates might not understand the reason for your withdrawal. But sometimes retreating takes more strength and courage than racing to the front lines and more wisdom. So really like and I think I agree with this too. When you have to quiet everything else, like you got to turn off the meetings. There's not as much meetings. You're not doing a lot of creating. Um, presentation projects. You might be doing a lot more like, um, just listening to like where you're like headed, your strategy or where you're headed, or you're working on your foundations, or like low hanging fruit that you might not have noticed before.
Well, and it's kind of like in retrograde seasons, and not just Mercury retrograde, but what the advice is generally that's when it's good to turn inward,
Yeah, yeah.
that it doesn't have to be this terrible thing. It's just that the energy is better at that point from disconnecting from the external and doing some internal sort of inventory and work. It took me a second to kind of you know understand what the Four of Cups might be about, but
Mhm.
what I gather from it, so the Four of Cups is Steve calls it the pooping girl. She's pooping in the yard. But look at, I mean, her face says it all. She's like, but she's got this rainbow cup,
Does she
right?
not
That
notice
she's
that she's
not
got a
even
rainbow cup?
looking at because she's worried about, not worried, but she's just like
Preoccupied or
fucking
something.
off about the three cups that she's not real happy with. So this is kind of associated with like apathy,
Yeah.
boredom, right? Like not necessarily appreciating what what is there. And so what I think about that is that this is the basically the energy or the potential energy, if you don't recover, like how can you you know what I mean, like how could you approach things, especially like creatively inclined things, and things that really require some energy and power and spark, to embark upon when you're like when your body is like still asking for
Well, it looks
recovery in
like
some way.
even in that picture too, that's really cool. Does it look like her bowls or her three bowls are all kind of like tilted and empty, but like someone else's hands are handing
Yeah,
her
there is a hand under the other bowl.
it's
And so
like
they kind of
serving.
this card can mean like rejection sometimes
Uh-huh.
too. rejection, apathy, not being appreciative of what is being given to you.
Like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah. So it might be, sometimes it's like, it's either like just this giant kick in the ass saying we have to rest, or sort of a blessing in disguise, like opportunity to rest,
Mhm.
right? Especially if a lot of the collective is feeling shitty as well. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe we can all unplug for a second.
Yeah.
Um,
Every
that kind of
yeah.
thing. And then the two of pentacles, which was
Mhm.
just the card at the bottom of the deck. I've got all my Steve-isms for these cards.
Yeah.
But he got
It's backwards.
he calls it, yeah, he calls her the ass on the front girl. Because it looks like her ass is on the
Right.
front, and she's sort of juggling between two things, kind of
Mhm.
wishy-washy, like, and I don't know. And these girls kind of look like, not necessarily friends, but like neither one of them are really like in the best of energy. Like, I don't
Yeah,
really
they're
want
both
to
kind
hang
of
out
like
with either one of these people right now,
yeah, they
in the
look like
energy
they're
that they're
like
in.
mhm.
So I think it's just, an indication of like, like, is this really what you want to, apply to things? And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
underneath the two of pentacles is the two of cups, and this is like a soulmate card, but it doesn't have to mean like a romantic soulmate person, or even a person. This could just be like, soul's true purpose, um that kind of thing. So it's like underneath, all of this stuff,
Mhm.
your soul true purpose, your, and the stars under that, your hopes and wishes and dreams and all that, they're not going anywhere. They're
Right.
there.
Mhm.
They're there. You just have to, I'm surprised the four of swords didn't come up at any point, but that is like the healing and resting. Oh
Mhm.
my god. When I pick up the deck, it's the card on top.
Oh, of course it is. There you go.
So she's curled up in her, I can never hold it at the right angle for the camera. I gotta pray, like, see,
Yeah, she's like in a nest.
but she's in the nest. She's healing. She's recovering.
Mhm. Oh, so nice.
And it might even be like, it looks like the same gal.
It does look like the same one.
Mhm.
You have to talk to
So,
trigger the camera. Here, will you hold them back up and talk
oh,
to trigger the camera so we can see it?
talk to the camera.
It
Uh,
is.
mm,
It is the
mm,
same chick.
yeah, me maybe. She looks a little bit like me.
Yeah, I
So,
love that. That's so good.
mhm. That's so funny that I said four of swords and then it was at the top of the deck.
It's funny, but you kind of expected it.
Kind of. I don't know. I am not a pro tarot card I mean, nobody is. That's
Oh,
not really a
stop.
thing. But
But
like, I don't,
you've been
this
immersed
isn't
in it.
really, um this isn't really what I do, but it's pretty fun sometimes.
Mhm. No, it's like I think it was right on too in terms of like, what is the best way to approach moving through times when you might not be at your 100% best so that you can keep yourself nourished and still keep moving forward, I think it's
And this, the high
like that.
priestess being the center card, basically puts it at the highest level of importance,
Mhm.
as well. So it just all comes back to like going inward and really accessing your intuition,
Mhm.
um as far as moving forward and what you can apply energy into, and what you should skip potentially.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, I think everything that you're saying is lining up with what I picked up on too. It's talking about when chaotic events such as like illness or anything chaos that strips you out of normalcy, or what you are headed towards, there's no use to fight it while it's happening. Rather retire to a mountaintop for now, take the high ground, and allow everything to resolve. So that there's not that like fight, like pulling your energy. So it's really an uncontrollable force, such as like being ill.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
can also see this 4 of cups as like not even just being ungrateful, but it's almost just like she can't even see it.
Yeah,
Like
she's
she's
so
so just like
preoccupied with
she can't even see it. She doesn't
yeah,
even know it's there.
preoccupied
And
with being bored.
you know, if you're not if you're not on your game, if your body is not healthy and recovered, then you're not going to see everything. You're not going to be
Mhm.
um vigilant. Your intuition's not going to be on. You're
Mhm.
just going to be like, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's one thing we talk about in feng shui a lot too, is one of the reasons why we all talk about decluttering all the time is because all of that visual clutter, causes mental clutter in some regard. And then you're not even noticing that there's opportunities right in front of your face that you could just be. I mean, it's
Mhm.
like having a pile of mail and there's like literally a check in there for you, but you won't go through the pile of the mail. um, so it's not so much of like I mean, yeah, it's great to have like a really pretty looking space, but more importantly, clearing out the clutter means being able to recognize opportunities better, like less resistance.
Yes, and no ass on the front. I don't know what's going on, right?
No.
Yes. The high priestess says, I have the answers I seek, and by following the truth, I will find them.
Very nice. I like it. Yes, I hope that everybody out there is on the mend. I know I'm not the only one that's under the weather. It's evident by everybody out there. Um, I guess it's going to happen.
If you have
Up to you.
access to some red light therapy, hit it up.
Yeah. I'll I'll keep mine. I'll keep my illness at home, but when I return to the studio, I'll use some red light
Mm-hmm.
therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
myatapa.com, y'all.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Highly
Yeah.
recommend. Well,
All
what do you
right.
think? Take this
I
inside of the
think
Conscious Collaboration Collective, see how everybody's
right.
feeling, send out an
Yeah.
SOS.
So what is that? Is that a 90s song? What is that? Send it
Yeah,
out.
it's REM.
So
Is it REM?
is it? I don't know.
Oh, no. Nope, it's the police. The police. Oh, now we're going to get lots
Mm.
of mail about how
Sting?
we think.
Is
Could
that
be.
Sting? The police? Wasn't Sting in the
I
police?
think so. I have cold brains. That's
Oh, I
why.
can hear I can hear Sting's voice singing that kind of, right? Am I making that up?
Nope,
I
that's
heard a
right.
stat yesterday, and I mean I knew that we made a lot of it up, but I don't know if I'd ever heard the statistic that we make up like 70% of our memories. We just make it up. But I feel like I can hear Sting's voice. Sending out an SOS.
I'm
That
really
is not
easy to
that was
convince
not
right
a good
now, and
singing
I
impression.
can agree with you. So
You know what? I know who does know.
Google.
The Google.
The
We
Google
just gotta
machine.
we gotta send people out with the
We
right
have to
answer.
resolve this. I think everyone but us might know.
Who sings? I think we got it. I'm gonna say that's right. Sending out an SOS. It is the police and Sting. Look,
See?
that's Sting. That is definitely Sting
We're winning.
winning. Mm-hmm.
Already,
Look
I'm
at that.
already feeling better.
Mm-hmm.
So this has been good. I enjoy the laughter. It definitely is healing.
Word.
I'm looking forward to being 100% soon, but in the meantime, just small doses of work here and there. And
Word.
yeah, but we'll look to hear from everyone inside of the Conscious Collaboration Collective and hear how everyone's getting through theirs. Maybe everyone else is healthy and it's just me. I don't know. I doubt it. It looked like the whole city was ill.
The whole city.
The whole city except for you. Stay there, Emily.
Oh. Fingers.
All right. Fingers crossed. All right. Well, it's been good. We'll come up with something in the more I don't know. What do you think next time?
Yeah. Well, we know the title of this one.
Yeah.
It might be a little clickbaity. Yeah, sending out an SOS. That's got to be it.
All right. I'm glad. That's my SOS.
You heard it here first, guys. Actually,
yeah,
you probably
send
read
tips on how to heal
this
that.
episode this far in.
yeah. All right. I'll talk to you in 5.
All right. Talk to you in 5. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank y'all so much for listening to our podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends so they can join our circle of collaboration on this journey. You can find us on Instagram at Conscious Collaboration Podcast, on Spotify, iTunes, and Audible, to name a few. Please join us next time for another deep dive into how you can live life in more alignment, mind, body, and business. Send us your questions and comments in our DMs or email us at consciouscollaborationpodcast@gmail.com. See you in 5 minutes.